When people think about trauma recovery, they often assume that simply talking about their painful experiences is enough. But trauma processing is much more complex and occurs in stages. The first level is the protective detachment. At this stage, the person feels disconnected, numb, or emotionally shut down. They may say, "I'm fine," while remaining largely unaware of the impact trauma has had on their life. This detachment was originally protective, helping them survive overwhelming experiences. The second level is narrative meaning. Here, individuals can tell their story and understand what's happening. They gain insight into how trauma shaped their beliefs, their behaviors, and relationships. However, the experience often remains intellectual. They can talk about it without fully feeling it. The third level is emotional processing. This is where the deeper healing begins. The person safely reconnects with emotions that were previously avoided, suppressed, or compartmentalized. Rather than merely discussing the trauma, they begin to experience and process the associated feelings in the present with adequate support and safety. The fourth level is integrated experience. At this stage, the story, emotions, body responses, and meaning become connected. The traumatic event is no longer a fragmented experience that continues to drive reactions from the shadows. Instead, it becomes part of a coherent narrative. The memory remains, but it no longer has the same power. Healing is not about forgetting the past. It's about moving from disconnection to understanding to emotional engagement and ultimately to integration, where lasting change becomes possible. Many people become stuck in the narrative stage, able to explain their trauma in great detail, continuing to react to it emotionally and physiologically as though it were still happening. If you're stuck, you may need to get some professional help for that stage. Call Dan Cross for counseling, 918-844-4148, and get my books on Amazon. Rewired for Joy, Rewiring the Pornographic Brain, and Thorn in My Flesh.